Module 1, Lesson 29, Fill the Frame.
In this lesson, I want to teach you to look at what's filling the four boundaries of your frame. It's a key aspect of every good photograph.
Apart from your main subject, what else are you including in your photo? How does it support, complement, or contrast with your main subject? To me, this is one of the most important aspects of composition. More important than many of the regular composition rules, such as the rule of thirds, leading lines, the use of strong diagonals, etc., all of which I'll cover in Module 3. When you see something you want to photograph, it's necessary to consider what else will be in the frame with your subject and how you will compose your photo to make all the elements work together. This is a constant part of the decision-making process in photography, and there's various methods to alter your compositions. Where you stand, or sit, or squat down, or lie down, etc., will certainly affect your composition. The choice of lens you are using can also have a dramatic effect on composition. If you photograph your subject with a tele, a standard, or a wide lens, your compositions will all vary greatly. I think of composition in photography as being similar to grammar and language. There are a number of rules to follow, but if you read the most creative writers in any language, you will notice they do not always follow these rules. Their writing is usually more interesting and diverse. Think of the difference between a textbook and a poem. The textbook is sure to have a very rigid grammar structure so it can clearly convey its message. Great poems often have a completely different structure and express the thoughts and feelings of the poet in far more creative ways. Module 1, Photography Course Challenge number 29. The aim of this challenge is to get you thinking more creatively about how you can compose every photo you take.
Typically, I look at a subject that I'm photographing from lots of different angles, not just the first one that I think of. As you move around a subject, you're more likely to find interesting angles to photograph it from.
For this challenge, choose a single subject and make a series of photos from different angles and heights. Don't stand in the same spot for all of them. Move around, squat down, even lie down, and aim to get a good variety of compositions of the same subject. Look carefully at the edges and corners of your frame when you're composing. What can you see within them? Does everything in your frame support your main subject somehow? If there are distractions in your frame, try using some of the techniques you learned in Lesson 27 to create a shallow depth of field. See if you can blur unwanted elements within your composition.
Filling your frame doesn't mean that you can't leave some empty space, but if you choose to do that, make sure that it's an intentional part of your composition.
Key points from this lesson are: fill the frame. This is the most important composition rule. It's important to look at everything in your frame, not only your main subject. Moving around your subject can help you when you're composing photos.